we're back in service, we're back online. Um, Let me just make sure. Hello? Yep, I'm back.
Which one do we take?
Dunno, but it looks like they're all locked anyway.
So this is a dead end? Great. Well, it's got a lever on it.
Don't get too attached. It's probably a lever. Yeah, pretty good, huh? Am I great or what? Huh? Huh?
Hey, Sigma, is this chick simple or something?
Hey! What kind of a gentleman has a secret conversation in front of a lady? I guess it can't be helped, though. You boys just secrete secrets. Oh man, I'm good.
Sigma, please, let me give her a smack.
Well, I think that's enough genius comedy for now. How about we throw that lever? Well, you don't really think anything bad's gonna happen if you pull it, do you? Besides, it's not like we can go back.
Fine, I'll do it. Ready? Here we go! Looks like the others are still locked, though.
Through the center one, then. Forward!
Well, it said laboratory on the door, didn't it? I figure that means they're dissecting frogs or building mine rays or something.
Do you think they might research stuff like viruses here? If they do... If we do, we can cure Quark.
You really think it'll be that easy?
Well, somebody's a positive
Shut
thinker.
it. Just saying. This place hasn't exactly been set up for us to succeed so far.
He hasn't. Well, we won't know until we look. So let's get started. Let's take our way out. There's something on this tray. It looks like a bowl. But there isn't anything on it. Do you think we're supposed to stick this metal part into something? Probably. There's one hemisphere of this capsule is transparent. Is this something? Seed. Oh. A binder. There's some paper inside. Let me see them. Says steps for dissecting a frog. A binder. Looks like there's 2 pieces of paper in here. Yep. Let's see here. Hydroponics Research 1 and 2. Prepare the 5 different hydroponic fluids. Dilute with ratio 1 part fluid at 10 parts of water. Huh. No, what's this thing? Who knows? Alright, you wanna let me do anything with that? A cylinder full of seeds. Can I combine? It's black. There's nothing going here. There's another one here. What's this thing? That thing on the top looks like some sort of industrial strand lid. If you open it up, it looks like a blender or something. I don't think you use it for cooking though. Maybe it's for scientific experimentation. We're in a lab. Yeah, you could probably pulverize just about anything with something that's heavy duty. A binder. There's some paper inside it. It says DNA extraction instruction. This one's gonna be not. What's here? A knife. Oh wait, that's a knife. It's cable. Okay. Pretty fancy tray. Is that a cat playing with a ball of yarn? Is this a lion? Are you even looking? It's a lion. How are you not kidding? Huh? What? Sorry. It's a sort of stick I picked up when I was a kid. Whenever I talk about cats, I kind of, well, you heard me. That's pretty weird. It is. It is pretty weird, bro. This must be some kind of waste tank. It looks like a Thai tank. Are you for real? There's one orange. There's a lot of them. Huh. Why'd they put a speaker here? There's a drain. What's wrong with you? Huh. What is this? There's a breeze. I can feel it. Right here. Is that a poem? No. It's used when handling especially volatile chemicals. There's a fan or pump in the ceiling that creates constant suction, drawing any poisonous fumes up and away. So that's why it feels like there's a breeze. Precisely. So if you fart or something is not a big deal, you bring new meaning to the concept of ideology. She does. There's a steel plate bolted across the street. I can't open it. Neither do I need to. Right, I need empty containers, roots, a dead spider? Maybe it's a fake beard. Have you ever seen a person with a beard like this? Yep, my grandpa had one. It looks like a root. It's probably some kind of preserved specimen. Some breakers. Looks like they're empty. Oh. We probably won't need them then. Meet. Saline solution. It says on the underside of the lid, silly. Defrog, so I can combine. Oh, not yet. Okay, I'll do it soon. I think. Oh shit, I was missing one. Wait. There's a large lever embedded in the wall. Man, look at all these pipes. I think they run down to the breakers underneath. There are handles where the pipes meet. If you turn the handles right, the lid liquid goes right. Probably water. Are they supposed to indicate the amount of water that flows out of each pipe? There aren't any units, but it looks like 80 something of water comes out of the center pipes. And then each pipe after the split gets 40. So we're supposed to regulate the flow of water with the handle so that each breaker gets the correct amount. How do we get the water to come out in the first place? I think you probably just pull the lever. That was so easy. We pour the water into the breakers and all the lights are green. You did it. Hey, you remember that hydroponics thing you found? Didn't it say something about preparing 5 types of seeds? You got them, right? Yep, I have 2 types of long seeds and 3 types of round seeds. Then maybe you should put them in the breakers. If you just grab one of those seeds containers and you should be able to put them into one of the breakers. Right, but which one's which one? Well, wait. No? I'm so confused, hold on. Oh, remove this too. Now, I think this one goes here and this one goes here. Got it. You did it. You did it, Sigma. You've sown your seeds. Don't say that. Huh? Why not? Just don't. Quiet, you two. Look at this. Oh, a red capsule. There's a red capsule sitting in the hole. Uh-huh. And now... there's nothing else over there, which is good, I think. I should be able to put, the frog here. No. Can I put... what is this? A microscope. I tried looking into the eyepiece, but it's pitch black in there. Well, there's this 4 holes on top of it. Maybe we need to stick something in them. Maybe you're right, but I only got 3. But... huh. Oh. Interesting. So those go in there. So the red one goes there. Which... alright, let's think. Can I put... I don't know if I can, I just put it in. Alright, done. What do we need to do next? Is there anything in the DNA extraction instruction? Place plant materials. Uh-huh. Saline. I'll just pour saline. There's a funnel above the breaker. Filter liquid comes out of it. Eventually. Okay, looking good. Next is ethanol. Frog, empty. Seed, people, seed. What are we supposed to do next? Well, step number 3 says something like this. The liquid will filter into the breaker, add ethanol to the liquid. We don't have ethanol. Am I missing something? Am I missing something then? Because there's no... Where's Eternal? I don't think there's Eternal here. Oh, you mean this. And set the frog over here. Uh-huh. Now, I just... Sigma, what are you gonna do with this cable? Are you gonna cut Lord Hoppington open? Well, I don't really have a choice, do I? But, poor Lord Hoppington. What are you freaking out about? It's dead. That's not the point. It's still sad. Yeah, it is kinda sad. Oh, for the love of Jesus. This frog is dead. It is an X-frog. Fine, I'll do it. Hey, well, I guess it saves me trouble. Something came out of his stomach. A blue capsule. Uh-huh. Oh, there's nothing more in him. There's only seeds. Oh. This tank collects liquid waste. The ethanol I've poured down the drain should be in here. It's a little big, but I have a feeling we should take it. Yeah, we should take it. Well, I might be dumb. Actually, it goes here, right? I mean, where else would they go? I mean, I don't know, bro. They might not. I might be being dumb. Let me finish it one by one. And then we'll figure it out. Alright, next, I need to power the ethanol into the breaker. Then... I guess I should do it. No, I think there's one more. Do you think this gel here has DNA in it that we're supposed to collect? Probably. So what do we do with it? Does the manual say anything? Oh yeah, I think we got a 4-step. Yeah, there is a 4-step, bro. Awesome, you got it all. Green. A small capsule, half of it is green. Had some sort of... A microscope, apparently. It had circular holes in the top that it fits the capsule we found. There has to be more that I'm missing. But I don't know what it could be. Is there any... Oh shit, hold on. Why is this one purple? Sigma, come here. What's wrong? I can see something in here. What do you mean something? Just look. It's easier than explaining. What the heck is this? Probably a simplified version of a DNA sequence. A is adenine, G is guanine, C is cytosine, T is thymine. I think we can manipulate it. Yep, it looks like the puzzle has to do with pairing these bases. Yep, DNA is made out of 4 bases: adenine, guanine, cytosine. Reposition each row so that each A is connected to a T and each G is connected to a C. I'm confused. ATGC. Wait, how do you do this? Oh, hold on, I think. T. Okay, this side is good. Okay, this side cannot move it. If I move it, then we have a problem. But I can move this side, and then I just move the top. See. But then we have a problem here. Wait, if I move this, you move that. And if I move this one, it moves this. If I move, this one moves by itself. See? Ah, okay. So let me just find the correct one for this. And then this one moves by itself. You see? Huh. I did it. Good job, Sigma. That was awesome. You want a treat? I'm not hungry. You are, Turkey. What in the hell? Yeah, that's... There has to be... Are you going to use those seeds in the mixer? Yep. Do you think I shouldn't? No, I just mean I don't think you should put all of them in. You mean all 5 different types of seeds? Yep. Interesting. Why not? Alright. Okay. I guess this should do it. Alright, I'm gonna deep protrusion on this capsule to stop the reactor. Awesome, you got it all. There you go. Now, look, the screen changed. What's going on? You put in the jello capsule, right? I think it reacted to that. Why? I don't know, but I was just thinking. Thinking what? Well, that thing we just put in had plant DNA in it, right? Maybe the cost is. Okay. It's open. You did it. You have found a gold file. Arsh. Secret. I mean secrets, there's nothing in here. Oh no, it is here now. The facility has 2 stories. The top floor is referred to as floor A and the bottom floor is called floor B. The A and B supposedly stand for above and below. There's a rumor that the floors were actually named after a particular Swedish pop rock group from the 70s, but everyone involved in the project had insisted that it's a wild and hurtful lie. When the body is infected with radical 6, the processing speed of the brain is reduced. If we assume the brain currently operates on a 1-1 basis with regards to time, radical 6 reduces this to 1, whatever that's name, I forgot, or approximately 104,408. This means that for each second that passes outside, the patient feels that only 0.408 seconds have passed inside. Therefore, when 1 second has passed inside, approximately 2.45 seconds. This is complicated. Good thing it doesn't matter. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. One theory holds that the disparity in time perception causes the brain to be flooded with massive amounts of information, unable to keep it up. It begins to fail, whatever the cause, that infected invariable attempt to take their own lives, which is arguably the most terrifying aspect of this virus. Research suggests that a targeted antiviral could kill or at least disable Radical 6. But thus far we have been unable to develop one. It seems our best hope now is to harvest antibodies from someone with a natural immunity to the virus. The bodies of those dead from suicide are piled up along the roads leading into and out of the town. The entire area reeks with the stench of decay, and the sky is filled with the constant buzzing of flies. At times, their swarms are so thick that when one passes, it sounds like someone named a doll, Jumpy. But why? Don't you think his hat looks kind of weird? There's that huge band that just wraps around his head. Is he hiding a pair of trenchy ears, or maybe he's just a young robot. Well, this is between you and me, but he's got missiles in there. The sides of that are hiding those pods, like you see on helicopters or SAM sites, except these missiles are tiny, and when he gets in trouble, both sides of the head open up and they just fly out all at once, like phew. Just kidding. Actually, he just keeps snacks in there. An antiviral medication made to counteract Radical 6. More specifically, it's an antibody with a natural assistance to the virus. It was found and extracted from an individual in 2038. Okay. I might as well just finish. Oh, I felt my bad. It opened. Awesome. The suspense was killing me. Okay, what we got here? First is a map. It says floor B. The one I found in the infirmary said floor A. So did the one from the launch, then that would make floor A the top floor, right? I mean, we rode the elevator down to get here. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, let's keep looking. There's a lot of stuff in here. These are the key cards. Each one's got a picture of a moon on it. Then these have to be the cards the announcer was talking about. Look like they gave us two, just like with some cards. I'm a solo, so I'll hang out to one. Cool, sure, fine. Next up, we've got a notebook, huh? Anything interesting? I can't read any of this. Are these even letters? What the heck is this? Isn't it a journal? It's got dates and stuff. Maybe, but I can't read any of this. What language is it? Who knows? Maybe it's Brazilian. They speak Portuguese in Brazil. Anyways, what else have we got here? We found this key in the safe. Should open the exit. Let me first get out of here. I'm trying. You found it.
Hey, hold on a minute.
May I ask? 15 out of 15. I'm Gucci. This one had more.
There's something... I guess there's a couple of things I want to double check. Well, one of them's not really significant, I guess.
Huh?
First off, this machine. We didn't even end up using this thing, did we?
No.
I was just wondering what it was.
Well, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to answer that. Look at the side there. There's a name or something. IG Replicator.
Replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff.
So, it's like a copy machine.
Yeah, probably copies IG. What? Who knows? Ice cream by the gallon?
Of course. This machine must be here so we can just make all the ice cream we want. Are you nuts? You're one idiotic girl, you know that. In other words, on an IG.
Oh, good one.
Hey, this isn't the time for stupid jokes. There's a helpless child back there in the infirmary who needs our help.
He was right. Of course. I hang my head in shame.
At any rate, as long as we don't know what IG means, we can't do anything with this machine, right?
That's right.
Makes sense. On to the second issue.
Ally. Betray. I'm about to finish this whole section first. It's huge. It's actually one of the longest ending, I think.
Sigma, you found a journal and some sort of vial in the safe, right? The
Yep.
vial. Could you show it to me again? I didn't really get a good look at it before. You guys were in there so close I could barely see it. Was it really Excelavir?
Yep, definitely. As I spoke, I pulled the vial out of my pocket. See? It's written right there on the label. Excelavir.
You really are an idiot. Although I guess in this case the G in IG stands for guy.
What? I don't... The worlds were barely out of my mouth when he moved them. Before I could blink, the bell disappeared from my hand. What gives...
What are you doing?
Dio slipped the vial quickly into his coat.
Oh, don't worry. I'll keep it safe. I'll even give it back to you later.
No, not later. Give it back
I
now.
don't think so. If you want it back, you're gonna have to listen to my request.
Request?
Yeah, that's what I said. If you want this back, in the next AB game, you have to choose ally.
Ally. Wait. Is that why you took the medicine? To blackmail me?
That's horrible! You're using Quark's life as leverage!
Well, I've got some really good reasons to do so. I'll be happy to give it back. Just do what I say.
I didn't realize until they started to hurt that I curl my hands in fists. If Dio would only give me an opening.
I wouldn't try and take it back by force if I were you. You make any sudden moves and I'll smash it.
He patted his packet gently.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Excelavir in here. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
That's not
Damn it.
fair!
This game isn't about compassion. It's not about being clever. It's about one thing. How well you can manipulate people to your advantage. How unfair you can be. So, what are you gonna do? Ready to promise me you'll pick ally?
Fine, I promise.
Sigma!
Oh, I knew you'd say it eventually. I'm glad you understand how this works, but don't think about trying anything funny. Break your promise and, well, you know what happens.
Doesn't Dio already have 6?
See you chumps later. I'm really looking forward to the next round.
No, it's impossible. He can't have Sid. With one last self-satisfied chuckle, Dio strutted out of the room. No, he might.
Are you really going to do what he says? Sigma, you've only got one BP right now. If we choose ally, and he chooses betray...
I'll drop to -1, and that means I'll get
But
penalized.
that means...
Look, it's not like I want to, alright? If we don't do as he says, then he'll destroy the medicine. If he does that, then Quark will...
So you're going to die to save his life? That's... Why would you do that?
In all honesty, I was terrified. My choice was far from a foregone conclusion. Well, we should get back to the upper floor. Everybody else is probably finished already. I bet they're waiting for us. You bet correctly, bro. Can we go here? Like, fast. I want to see what happens. Like, now. Type of shit. Like, now, honestly.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Sorry. I went ahead and cracked it open a bit early.
Dio. In one of his hands was a moon key. He turned it around like a veteran gambler, grinned, and slid back into his pocket.
You don't mind, right? I figured you and Clover would get up here right away. Besides, I thought it'd be best to get this done soon before you lose your nerve. I don't know about you. I'm really looking forward to the next round.
Right. I glanced around the warehouse. Alice and Kay were back. As was 5. And of course, Clover. Where's Tenmyuji and the rest of them?
They're in the infirmary.
We carried Quark to one of the beds. Tenmyuji and Luna are looking after him.
I see.
How's he doing?
Well, it's hard to say. He seems to be sleeping soundly, but beyond that, there's really no way to know.
No change
Right.
then, huh?
So what was your room, Sigma?
A laboratory.
Is that so?
Did it look like the kind of place where they'd be researching viruses and DNA and those kinds of things?
Yeah, it did.
Was there any of that Excelavir?
Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Excelavir in here. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
My eyes flicked to Dio for a moment. No, nothing. Besides me, Clover bit her lip.
I see.
So how'd it go with you? Find anything interesting? 5 only shook her head. With a unison of movement that almost looked choreographic, Alice and Kay shrugged.
Where does that leave us? We still got about 40 minutes left until voting ends.
What are you gonna do?
I'm a little curious about that lab you found. I thought I might go take a peek at it.
I'll show you the way then.
That would be wonderful.
I think I'll go have a look at the room Alice, Kay, and Tenmyuji found. Never know. Maybe you missed something. Perhaps there's some Excelavir hidden somewhere in there.
What a bastard.
Then I shall take you there.
What about you two? Where are you going?
Well, I think I'll start by heading over to the infirmary to see how Quark's
Then
doing.
I will too.
Glad that's settled.
She nodded to Clover, and they disappeared through the magenta door. Dio and Kay followed a few footsteps behind. Okay then. Guess we should be going
Hold
too.
on. Show me that journal first. Dio told me about it. You wouldn't tell me anything about the lab, except that you found a journal with, his words, some sort of bullshit language. You said you had it, so I was hoping I could take a look.
Yeah, one sec. I dug the journal out of my packet and handed it to Fi. She began to flip through the pages, her eyes quickly scanning each one.
This is Latin.
Latin? You mean you can read it?
Yeah, with time and a dictionary.
So in other words, no.
Pardon me for not being able to translate a dead language on the fly. This looks like some kind of research log. It's not gonna be some sort of, I took the dog for a walk today. It was nice kind of stuff. I can understand a little of it. Mostly conjunctions and things like that. But most of these words I've never even seen before.
Fi started to leaf through the book again as she spoke. Then, suddenly, she stopped.
Wait. I can read this one. Page 216. This isn't research notes. It looks like a personal entry.
What's it
Don't
say?
rush me. This is gonna take a minute. Interesting. Alright, I think I got it. It looks like they're talking about Radical 6.
What? Why are they talking about
Not
that?
sure. Let me read it to you. Keep in mind I'm paraphrasing.
when the body is infected with Radical 6, the processing speeds of the brain is reduced. If we assume the brain... Oh, I read this. I read this, bro. That's why I'm skipping, because I read it before. I had a paper. Wow, that's a lot of information. Now we know what the virus does to you, though. If you get infected, your brain slows down by the root of 1/6. That's about 40%.
That isn't the important part. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide.
Yep, you're right. That would explain why Quark was, well, trying to kill himself.
There are two other things in here that worry me. First, the part about how they haven't managed to develop a treatment for it yet. What do you make of that?
What am I supposed to make of it? Maybe they just hadn't found one when this journal was written. I mean, from what we know, there's a drug called Axelaver that cures it.
Exactly. But in the journal it says it might take 20 years to make something like that.
Hold on a second. I'm getting confused. When was this thing even written?
December 29th. No year.
Well, there's no way it was written this year.
Yeah, probably not. Anyway, moving on. The second concern I have is about the underground shelters it mentions. The newspaper article said something about quarantining people too. After we read it, we all thought the same thing. What if this was one of those quarantine facilities? But this journal seems to suggest the opposite. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters.
You're trying to say that this place might be one of those underground shelters. Which would mean we're all supposed to be uninfected. We would have been thrown in here to keep us safe.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way to say for sure at this point, but it seems possible.
But Quark's been infected, right?
And maybe the virus got in somehow.
That would be bad.
Just think about it for a minute. If this is one of those shelters, a lot of things start to make sense. Maybe we've been here for a long time. Like, maybe they put us to sleep somehow. Made us sleep for years, maybe even decades. While we were sleeping, the pandemic that the newspaper article talked about happened. And whoever had this journal made this entry.
And then, once the antiviral treatment was finished, they woke us up.
Right. It's all just...
No, it doesn't make sense. I mean, it seems like a pretty plausible scenario, but we were all captured before the pandemic started, right?
Yeah.
And how would they have put us to sleep for that long? How would they know what to do? But most importantly, why the hell are we playing the Nonara game if the point of this place is to save us? Throwing a bunch of people into a game that might kill them is a pretty weird way to protect them from a pandemic.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
We don't have enough information to make any real conclusions. I think we should see if we can find anything else.
Fi had barely finished speaking before she took off for the magenta door. Hey, weren't you coming to the infirmary with me?
Changed my mind. You could tell me about Quark later.
And wait, Dad? How is he doing?
Seems to be stable.
Still sleeping.
I see. Mind if I have a look?
Please, go ahead.
I made my way around the portion to the side of Quark's bed. The journal and the thing Fi and I had talked about would definitely need to be addressed, but for the moment, the AB game was what I needed to concentrate on. Lives were at stake, mine, and Quark's. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. If the journal was telling the truth, then as soon as the anesthetic wore off, Quark will go insane again. What if we weren't able to restrain him for a second time? What if he managed to kill himself before we got to him? Or perhaps he'd just get out of the infirmary and go hide somewhere. On the other hand, it wasn't like we could keep anesthetizing him forever. There was only one way to save Quark, and that was with Axelaver. Unfortunately, Dio had stolen it. If we wanted to get it back, Clover and I would have to vote ally. But if I did, there was an excellent chance I would end up dead.
Grandpa.
He drifted a little, then fell silent again. It was enough, though. What on earth had I been thinking? How could I have been considering letting a child die in my place? Suddenly my cheeks felt hot with embarrassment and disgust. That I had considered letting Quark die even for a minute was pathetic. There was only one choice. There had only ever been one choice. No way was I going to leave Quark to die. My hands tightened into fists as I looked down at him. And even certainly I'd felt before it was gone, I knew what I had to do.
10 minutes. All if.
Looks like you two should head back.
What about you?
I'm worried about Quark.
But you're a solo. If you don't vote...
I'll automatically ally. I know. I heard the voice on the intercom just like you.
What are you going to do if Kay and Alice both betray?
Nothing, I suppose. Just means I lost that round. I'd just be voting ally anyway.
I'd just be voting ally anyway.
You know who my opponents are, right? Alice only has one BP left. If I pick betray and they chose ally, I'd kill her. I'm not so desperate to escape that I'm gonna kill someone for it. And even if I was, I can't leave Quark behind. You see? Doesn't matter if I go into the AB room or not. My vote's the same either way.
Tenmyoji's mind was made up. Trying to pursue him to leave would have been pointless. Alright, take care of Quark.
You worry about yourself.
Okay.
Let's go. Luna and I headed out to the infirmary, leaving Tenmyoji and Quark behind. When we got to the warehouse, we'd found everyone else waiting for us. Well, not quite everyone. One other person was missing. Hey, where's
Take a
Dio?
look at the doors.
They're all closed. When we came in here before, the one on the far right was open.
And
That he went in,
Exactly.
I guess.
where's Tenmi?
Oh,
Luna explained to Tenmyoji's choice.
I see. Well, I guess that means I don't have to worry about him picking betray.
right. What will you guys be choosing then?
Ally, of course.
Because my BP is 6, I assume.
Yes. As long as Tenmyoji votes ally, I can't choose betray. If I do, K's BP will go up to 9.
But what if he forces you?
You needn't worry. I would never do something so crass.
Really?
Of course.
Then you don't need to go in there.
Excuse me?
Alice can vote by herself. Then we don't have anything to worry about, right?
Well, I apologize, but I'm afraid I can't agree to that.
Why not?
I just can't. Shall we go, Alice?
Hey, hold on a minute there.
Kay continued briskly toward the AB room as he simply hadn't heard Phi. Only seconds later, they disappeared into the third room from the left.
I hope Alice is going to be okay.
Well, there's nothing we can do now. If Kay told the truth, she'll be fine.
I don't trust him.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Time's almost up. Come on, Luna.
Right.
They headed off a trot toward the second room.
Oh, okay. Right behind...
Of course I'm gonna be choosing Ally, my brusky. Of course.
What are you gonna do?
I don't really have a choice, do I? There's only one thing I can do. I'm going to choose Ally.
You can't! You'll die!
Well, you never know. Just because Dio told us to Ally doesn't necessarily mean he's just going to pick
Do
Betray.
you really think a jerk like that is going to choose Ally if he doesn't have to? No. No way. He's got 6 BP right now. If he picks Betray, then he'll have 9 points.
Well, what about you? You got 6 BP too, right? If Dio chooses Ally and we choose Betray, then you'd have 9 BP.
What? No, that's not... I didn't even realize that until you brought it up. I'm just trying to tell you that Dio is going to pick Betray. That's who he is.
And I'm trying to tell you that I've made my mind. That's who I am. The only choice is Ally. It's the only choice we have to get the medicine
That's
back.
why Dio called you an IG. What makes you think he's going to give us the Excelavir, even if you do what he says?
Maybe he won't, but I can't guarantee that he'll destroy it if I pick Betray. That's who he is.
Fine. If you aren't gonna, I'll be pushing that button.
Before I realized what was going on, Clover... No, stop. I snatched her by the arm and howled backwards with all my strength.
Ow!
Sorry. Guess that was a little too hard, huh?
Hey! What do you think you're doing? You can't just throw a girl around like that.
Well, you're the one who tried to trick me.
But you're gonna die! Dio's going to kill you! You can't do this! I don't want you to die.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Thanks. It means a lot to hear you say that, Clover. I gave her my best reassuring nod and turned to face the polling machine.
3, 2, 1. Round 2 results will be... Thank you, Ambidex.
Clover and I stepped out of the AB room. For several long moments, we just stared at one another. Words weren't necessary. Everything she would have tried to tell me, I could already see in her eyes. Let's go. I turned and headed toward the results screen.
Sigma.
I heard her behind me, her voice barely louder than a whisper. The choice was already made. I stood up straight and kept walking. Of course, Kay was going to betray. I knew he was going to betray, because I didn't trust him. But Dio.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What?
Sigma's BP is...
Negative.
Suddenly, all eyes were on me. I felt their weight, but stood my ground. It was the result I had expected. I took a deep breath and closed my eyes. I didn't have to wait long. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic exporal. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been suffered to cotton. Hold on.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on! Hey! Sigma! Get up!
Sigma!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Trying to open my eyelids was like trying to lift sheets of lead. My eyes had lost the ability to focus, but I could make out a blur that had to be Dio in front of the number 9 door. Damn it. You'll keep your promise. God damn it. The smudge of color faded into a recognizable person. I threw out my hand in front of him. Give it back. Give me the medicine.
Back? Don't act like it's yours. Aren't we supposed to share everything we find here?
I don't care. Just hand me the medicine.
What are you talking about?
We found the Excalibur in the laboratory.
And Dio stole it.
What?
You mean he has it right now?
Yeah. So?
I kept my promise. Now you. I wasn't a fool. I knew the kind of person Dio was. There was a chance he wouldn't give us back the Excalibur. If he didn't, then I'd die with my hands around his throat. I gathered as much of my mind as I could and get ready to attack.
Fine. Here.
I caught it and pulled a tiny glass bottle to my chest, worried I might drop it. The label said unmistakable Excalibur. It was the real thing. Clover, take it. I held it out towards her.
Right. Of course.
She quickly tucked it into her packet. Good. Now at least Squark will be alright. With that, the last of my strength left me, and I dropped to my knees.
Sigma! Are you okay? Sigma! Sigma!
I guess this is it.
First, is this over real? Which puts you to sleep. 9 minutes later, the turbocurine is injected, numbing your respiratory muscles. I guess you could say it'll really take your breath away.
9 minutes. Once the Soprol was injected, I had 9 minutes until then muscle relaxed and followed it. About 4 minutes had already passed, which left me with 5, give it or take a little. In 5 minutes, I will be dead. What could I do in 5 minutes? How could I save myself? I gave a raspy, quiet laugh. Even with a death staring me in the face, I seemed to be determined to struggle right up until the very end. Okay, Sigma, you can do this. I just had to think. If there was a way out, I'd find it. I wasn't ready to give up on life yet. There had to be an answer. Yeah, to be continued, because there's an ending on that. And I mean, they're not going to tell me yet, but there's an ending on that. Do we sure where they save? Yes. There is an ending on that, which yes, I do wish to jump. Before Of course I'm gonna do betray now. Like, nigga. Like, nigga. Wait, why am I skipping? I didn't want to skip. Clover and I walk slowly out of the AB room. Theo leans over us as he exited his own room. I looked away before he could make eye contact.
Sigma, why? After all that stuff you said. I mean, it's not like I'm criticizing you. I think you made the right decision. You don't need to apologize. I think I would have chosen betray if I was in your position. We'll find another way, alright? We just have to keep an eye on Dio. As soon as he gives us an opening, we take it. And I'm sure Alice will help us too.
Did he tell her?
It's okay. We can trust Alice. There's no way she told him. Anyway, let's go check the results.
Yep. It's gonna be dead end anyways, because now Kay is gonna leave. Yeah, look. Betray, ally. Why is Sigma... Oh, betray and betray is +0. If you both of them betray, they don't get anything. I thought betray and betray was +30 for everybody, but I mean, that will make sense.
Results from round 2 of the please.
Now Kay has 9.
Hey, what the hell is this?
Sorry, I decided to show his betray.
So you don't care what happens to Quark?
What kind of cold-hearted bastard are you?
Jeez.
Please, just give it back.
Hey, Sigma, what are you talking about?
We found the Excalibur in the laboratory.
Dio stole it.
What? You mean he had it now?
Nah, I don't have it. Well, I won't have it in about 2 seconds.
The moment the words left his mouth, I knew what he planned to do. No, don't. I leapt toward him as I spoke, but it was already too late. Dio snatched the vial out of his pocket, brought it up, and threw it to the ground.
No!
You bastard.
What are you doing?
A promise is a promise. If you'd chosen an ally, this never would have happened. You want to blame someone? Blame yourselves.
I had had enough. Something shaped in my brain. Only to be stopped short by a firm hand on my arm. It was Phi. Why are you stopping me?
This isn't the time for that.
Huh? What do you mean this isn't time
Look at
for?
the number 9 door.
Kay. Kay was indeed standing in front of the door. What was he?
No!
His BP's 9.
What?
Suddenly, we were all running toward Kay in the number 9 door. Well, there he goes.
What am I doing? Well, that should be obvious. But if you insist, I am attempting to leave.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I assure you, I would do no such thing. I am perfectly serious. After a rational assessment of the facts, I have concluded that this is the wisest course of action. What is currently our highest priority? The answer is, of course, to save Quark. He must be taken to a hospital as soon as possible. For that to happen, one of us must escape and call for help. Currently, the only one of us capable of doing so is myself. That is why I intend to escape.
And leave us all behind.
Unavoidable. But as I said, I do intend to call for help.
Couldn't you have at least waited until the next round? Then you could have raised Quark's BP to 9 and taken him with you.
And what would happen if Dio was Quark's opponent in the next round? I have no illusions about what Dio would do. This is the most logical choice.
the number it will...
Wait! Where's Alice?
Ah, yes. Alice is in the AB room. She has collapsed, but you needn't be concerned. She is only sleeping.
Oh no! What did you do to Alice?
You will need to ask her yourself. I must take my leave.
Hey! God damn it! Wait!
I don't like Theo, I don't like Kate.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends. Thank you. As the escape, please.
Game over. Okay. There's a lot. A lot that has happened. And I mean a lot. So
That's...
what? You said I
Hey.
should.
I didn't say that. I just asked you a question. What would happen to our BP if Tenmyoji chose to betray us?
It was a leading question. Oh, I get it. I was wondering why you were so happy to let me choose after you lost in rock, paper, scissors. You were planning to use me as a scapegoat all along.
Was I?
God damn it.
Yo, what's up? Siggy! But no! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to...
Anyway, we need to go have a look at the results first. Come on.
Hey, wait. Shit.
Good. Looks like you're all here. Finally. Let's get ready to rock! Ambidextrous! If everybody would please direct their...
Oh, so now it switches. Now it shows that Tenmyoji chose ally. Luna still doing Quark, Kate, and Clover.
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
I got betrayed?
He chose ally? Why? He chose betray last time.
Last time? What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. The truth was I didn't know what I said that why I said that either. The words had just appeared in my mouth before I knew I was saying them.
Oh, you're the one who chose betray. I should be asking you why.
I told him you might choose betray.
Fi, you...
I can't believe you. I'd never choose betray. I trusted you two, and this is what I got.
Ah, I apologize.
Fi, you don't need to apologize. I was the one who did it. I pushed the buttons.
Yeah, I guess you've got a point.
Wait,
It's
what?
Sigma's fault. You want to blame someone, blame him.
What the hell, Fi?
What, you gonna fight each other now? I don't care which one of you pushed the button. I'm never trusting either. This isn't over. Just you wait.
I tried thinking something to say, but before I could come up with the right words, he was gone. Fi, what the fuck? But she was gone too. Where the hell? How'd she just disappear like that? As I looked around the room for Fi, I noticed... Actually, now that I think about it, there's... really one option. And after choosing, there's novel, and then there was door, escape, novel. Not that bad. I moved closer and did my best listening surreptitiously.
Why did you do it? Sorry. I guess I wanted to get out of here as soon as possible, you know?
I apologize. I felt the same way.
But if we all choose Ally, then we could all escape together. It only takes 3 turns to get 6 points. That would be enough to get us out. Why? Well, of course we know that. But if we betray, then it's faster.
If your opponent chooses Ally and you choose Betray, then you gain 3 points. Do that twice, and you get 6 points. You see?
If you ally, then you have to play the AB game 3 times.
But if you betray somebody, you only have to do it twice.
Why are you acting like that's the right thing to do? I almost feel like you're blaming me or something.
We aren't trying to blame you.
But, I mean, if you just think about it, wouldn't it make sense to choose Betray? Forget it. I understand now. It was silly of me to trust you guys.
Luna walked off with her head buried between her shoulders. Her back trembled as if perhaps she were crying, but I couldn't see her face. There's only one older door.
Fine. You just wait.
Man, this is all your fault, Quark.
My fault? Why are you blaming me?
They exchanged dark looks, then stopped off in a different direction.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another?
Well,
Same thing.
You'll...
I knew it was the same thing.
If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be Tanbialdi. Or Alas. Or Mooney. Or maybe...
What?
yeah. Why am I going?
It's the same thing.
Alice, Luna, and I only... That means we...
What? What the heck? I thought you were...
All this is the same thing. There's really no point of... Yeah, this is all the same thing, bro. There's really no point. The lunch.
Ah, Sigma.
Another
Okay, it's the same thing. Well, this is the same thing, so that's why I'm skipping it, because there's nothing new. Infirmary. Let me guess. There's nothing new in the infirmary neither.
What do you want?
What do I want? What? You think I'm here to play doctor? Only you're secretly Clover.
Tell you what, how about I'll be the doctor? You get on the exam table, and I'll cut you open with that scalpel over there.
Are you still
What the
pissed?
hell do you think? My BP's down to 1 thanks to you.
Come on. I already told you I was sorry.
And that makes it all better. You goddamn idiot.
Well, then what the heck am I supposed to do?
Piss off.
Seems like I'm already doing that.
You don't know the half of it. Just get out of my sight.
Easy solution then. Just close your eyes.
Leave before I make yours black. The last guy I fought went home in an ambulance.
Shouldn't have picked a fight with a paramedic then.
Shut up.
I shoved my hands in my pockets and looked around the room. So, is it just you here?
This side of the divider, yeah.
This side?
Yeah, right. Like I'm gonna tell that to someone who betrayed me.
He was just sitting there. Hey, Quark. You alright? Can you hear me?
What? Is something happening?
I turned to look at Tenmyoji. He looked back, confused. Weren't you listening to our conversation?
Yeah, you were just talking so fast. I couldn't really understand. My head felt kind of foggy, and I couldn't really make out what you were saying. I'm fine now, though. Whatever it was seems to be gone.
Are you sure you're okay?
I think I'm just tired. Being stuck in this place is pretty exhausting. And...
On it laid the body of the old woman. Tenmyoji, what the hell were you thinking? You can't let Quark back here.
Oh, yeah. Quark, get over here.
Anyways, you're really sure you're okay now?
yeah,
Maybe Luna should have a look at you, supposedly.
I said I was fine. Gosh, Grandpa, you're such a worrier. You always freak out over nothing. I'm fine. Yep, come on. Let's get back to work.
Where am I? I'm here. So right here I need to choose door. I'll go check on the others then.
What, you think I need you to tell me that?
I grin and turn towards the exit. Where to go next? Okay, the infirmary was new. Crew quarters.
Oh, Sigma.
Well, have you found any? Nothing. I looked through no secret path.
I don't. Do you really?
You're
Then what do you think we are?
You can tell yourself that if it makes you feel.
Because I was part of it.
Same thing here. Then before one of us could break the silence, Tenmyoji, what's
Luna.
wrong?
Where's Luna?
She's not here.
What's wrong?
It's Quark. Something bad's happened.
Hey, calm down. What happened to Quark?
He just collapsed. I have to find Luna. She said she was some kind of a doctor, right?
Luna's already in the lounge.
He's in the infirmary.
Okay.
Right.
And this? Oh, this is new, kinda. Not really, but kinda new. Okay, this part's not new. I knew this part was not new. That part, all of this is old.
Chromatic door 5.
They're open. We need to. Who's going to go in with?
What are our options?
We're almost out of time. Pay attention. Just like before, there are only 3 possible combinations.
The options file laid out were the following. Option A, Clover 9. Magenta pair up with Tenmyoji, Cyan, to go to the blue door. I've already been to the blue door. Luna and Phi, Cyan pair up with Dio, Jello to go through the green door. Option A is not happening. Option B, Clover and I, Magenta pair up with Dio to go through the red door. Luna and Phi, Cyan. So how are we gonna do
I
this?
won't go with Sigma. He betrayed me last time.
What about
You
5?
hit the button, right, Sigma?
Well, yes, but
I don't want to go with Dio. Same reason. I can't trust that he won't betray me again.
Thanks a lot, Quark. You've single-handedly torpedoed my reputation.
Well, that leaves us with option B.
No, we can't do option B.
Why not?
Sorry, Luna, but I can't trust you, or Phi either. The way he is right now, someone's going to have to carry Quark. I just can't afford to give him to someone I don't trust.
I thought he trusted 5.
Not enough for this.
Enough for this.
Then what do you intend to do? Quark is a solo, as are you, Tenmyoji. Solos can't pair with one another. You do remember that?
Yeah, of course I do. I didn't say there wasn't anyone I trusted. There's one person.
Who do you trust then?
What? Me?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Why?
I can't tell you. I just know that you'll keep him safe.
Well, that's nice of you to say, but my partner is Sigma. Are you sure you want me to take him?
It's fine. Clover, you just vote by yourself. Make Sigma wait outside the AV room.
No. If Clover takes Quark, then we have to go with option C, right? That means I'll be stuck with Dio. There's no way in hell I'm going to let that happen.
Who do you want to pair up with then?
Isn't it obvious? Quark. Remember what the announcement said? Something about how the system will automatically vote ally for anyone who doesn't enter their own vote in time? If Quark doesn't wake up by then.
No! This is exactly why I can't trust any of you!
1 minute remains until chromatic doors close.
We don't have time to argue this. Let's take a vote. Those opposed to C?
Alice and Dio's hand went up.
What? Why don't you want C, Dio?
Well, if she's got that much of a hate on for me, that hardly plays into my hands, does it?
Fine, whatever. I assume anyone who didn't raise their hand is all right with option C then?
No one objected.
All right. 6-2 in favor.
Wait. What about me?
Stay here if you don't like it. I imagine your partner might have something to say about that, though.
Fine.
10 seconds.
Harry, Clover. Door's closing.
Right.
Hey, take care of Quark.
Don't worry about it. I got a good grip on Quark, noted to Tenmyoji, and tugged off for the door. Our feet slapped against the metal floor as we ran.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Is this a dead end?
There are 3 doors here.
The Dio ending, the Alice ending, the Tenmyoji ending, and the Sigma ending, at least once before.
But it looks like they're all locked.
What's this thing? It's got a lever on it.
Can you pull the lever?
Come on, my hands are kind of full right now.
Yeah, I can take Quark then.
You really don't want to touch that thing, do you?
I mean, look at it. It looks suspicious. Like I'm gonna touch it and whoosh, a bunch of poison needles fly out of the wall. Maybe if I had, like, a piece of wood to move it with or something.
I think you might be a little
Then you
paranoid.
do it.
Fine. treatment center.
For now, only one of the doors opened. Do you think...
First an infirmary, now this. Why do I keep ending up in these places? I glance over at Quark, asleep on my shoulder. You know what we may have looked at?
What do you mean?
Well, if this is where they treat people, maybe they've got something that can cure Quark.
Oh, yeah.
Let's head in then. Seek a way out. Seek a way out. What are those?
It says on the side, treatment pod.
So I guess it treats people. Maybe it can help Quark.
Yeah.
Damn, no good. It's locked. Let's take a look around. Maybe something in here will tell us how to unlock this door. Clover noted and bones off to examine the room. I lay Quark down just outside of the door to the treatment center. Clover might have been overly paranoid about the lever, but there was no harm in being cautious. Hang on there, little guy. We'll get you fixed up soon. I ruffled his hair gently, then turned and headed back into the room. I had some investigating to do. Seek a way out. Well, the first thing, there are 3 treatment pods in the pod room. They are numbered on the end of each one. Reading from the left, they're 1, 2, and 3. Okay, there's really nothing else I could check in there. A plant. Look at these lush green leaves. This is sturdy, thick shaft. It looks like it's full of energy and stamina. How does the plant have a stamina? Do you notice there's something stuck in the trunk? It looks like a piece of green plastic. Let me see if I can get it out. Looks like it's really in there. I think it's stuck on something. I guess we'll just have to take the whole thing. Oh, the plastic thing could be important. Yeah, I guess you're right. There's a button under the screen. Push it then. Right. Hey, it turned on. Looks like there's something on it. What the heck is this? It says start in the corner there. Maybe it's a board game. Interesting. Very interesting. That's where we came from, so. Nice lion. That's a pretty realistic painting. It's a really real lion. Don't sing in a whisper like that. It's creepy. It looks kind of like he's coughing up a hair bowl. I think he's trying to eat something, not cough it up. He's trying to eat a hair bowl. Probably something else. I don't know. There's just a hole there. So we need to put something into the hole. I think so. There has... Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure they're just jellyfish. There are 3 jellyfish. 2 yellow ones and a purple one. What's that inside of a purple one? Is it digesting human flesh? Why would you even think something like that? I don't think it's meat anyways. Look at it. It's too solid. I think it's a tile of some sort. Okay, well, that... Oh, the plants are going to be important. A binder. Looks like there's a piece of paper in it. It says how to open the pond room door. Okay, I'll check that in a second. Oh, what the fuck is this? A tablet. There's a message in it. 4 pieces for the first password. 1 piece for the second password. Accelerator. The door is protected by a 4-digit password. You can use the hit and blow count hints displayed on the screen to figure out what those 4 digits are. If one of the numbers you select is in a number on the password and in the right place, that will add to your hit count. If one of the numbers you select is a number in the password, it's not in the right place, that will add to your blow count. No. Bullshit. Do you think maybe pieces could mean like the pieces of the board game? Pieces? Then you remember what it said on the tablet before the password screen popped up? Like 4 pieces for the first password, 1 piece for the second password. Those pieces? No, I know what. Hold on. I don't think. I might be wrong, but. Are you serious? Are we even looking at the same clock? Everything about it's abnormal. Really. It totally looks like a regular clock to me. It's not. Oh, I know what goes there. Alright, bro, you guys talk too much, bro. I don't need you guys talking too much, because, like, you're not helping, so what's the point of talking? And it's... The door can only be unlocked with the correct 4-digit code. You can use the hit and blow... Hit and... Clear. 4, 7, 4, 1, 3. Four, 7, 1, 2. Wait, arc. Four, 2, 7, 1. 5, 6, 3, 2. So maybe 5, 6, 3, 2, 1. So let me clear. Let me put 5. Let me put 4, 2, 1. Memo. It was not 5, so 5 does not soar. 5, 6. 1. 2 hits. So now oh shit. Well, not fucked up, but I know 5 does not go there, but I don't know if 6, 1, and 2 might, so hold on. So I know 5 doesn't go there, but I know let me try 6, 7. Okay, so if 6 doesn't go there, it's clear that 1 and 2 go in the back. Let me 2, 3, 6. Oh yeah, no. Let me try 3A, and of course 1 and 2. What? What? Wait. How the fuck is 5, 6, 1, 2A? Not anymore. Nine, 5, 2, 3. Okay, this is complicated, bro. Is there something for? What does the fuck does that mean? Oh, the code resets every time. Let me put 1, 2, 3, 4 and check. So there's a 1, there's a 2, there's a 3, and there's a 4. I'm gonna leave 1, 5, 8, 3. 1 hit. So 1 can still be it. I'm gonna do 2, 5, 4, 8. Okay, I see. So 5 is one of them. 5 is one of them. 1 of course is not. I can probably do 2 doesn't 2 does not go there neither. I could try 5, 3, 4. So 7, 5. Oh wait. Oh, okay, so 1 is the one that goes there. 65, 80. This is weird, I don't get it. Oh. Alright, I think I got it now. Let me try 1, 4, 7, 9. So there's 2 numbers here that work. They're not in the right place, but now I just gotta figure out. So 1, 4, 7, 9. Maybe 4, 1, 9, 7. Four, 1, 9, 7 is 2 correct. Now I'm gonna clear. I'm gonna do 4 here just to keep it. Do 5 here. 4, 5. I'm gonna try 9 and do 8. Only one it's correct. So 4 is the first one. 4, it's totally the first one, so now I know. Now we can go to clear again. So 4 is always gonna be first. 9, it's wrong. Let me try 1. 1, 3, 7 maybe. I'm so confused, bro. So because look, if I do 1, 4, 7, 9, there's 2 blows. And if I do 4, oh, I think it's 4 and 9. Four. 5. It's not 9. So wait, actually 9 is not in this thing anymore. My bad. So 9 is not there. Maybe 3 and 4. 4. Oh, 4 is already there. My bad. 5. 1 hit, 1 blow. So 1's not. 4 is correct. 4 is the first one. 3 and 5 are somewhat there. I don't think 5 is one of them actually. So it's gonna be 4. 9 and 1. 1 is not. Can 2 be? I don't know, I haven't just collect 2. I want to put a 3 and 7. This makes no sense. Alright, let me put this out like this. Let me choose 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's 2 hits, 1 blow. So in 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 of the numbers are correct. So now, let me do 1, 2, 4, 5. I switch one number. I only switch one number, which means 34 should be. And now I'm gonna do 2, 5, 34. No. No. Let me go back to 1234. How about 2, 1, 3, 4. Oh, never mind. So 1 and 2 are right. Then let me put 4 and 6. There's okay. One, 3, 2, 4. Our numbers are there, so let me just choose 1 and then 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 9, 2. Okay, I got it. The numbers are 24, 35. 2 could be first. I mean, there's so many possibilities. It can be. It's not 25, 24, 35. There's 24 possible combinations. Memo. It's clear that it's 2, 4, 3, 5. So, let's leave 2 first. Uh, 534 maybe. There's 2 hits. 2, 5, 43. What? Oh. Can it be? No, bro. What the fuck, bro? I mean, huh. Okay. It's not 7, 8, 9. Neither it is 2. It doesn't really help, but it's not. Five, 6, 4, 7. So 6, 5, 4 are part of it. And I think if you hold on, I know these 3 are good. 4, 5, 6. It's up to knowing. Is it 3456? I made it! I made it. You did it, Sigma? Let me save this shit, bro, because that was the hardest thing I've done. It's just it's luck. Like, that's all it takes. That was lucky. Anyways, it seemed to have unlocked. There's a message on the screen. I'm currently undergoing internal maintenance. Please stand by. I guess we can't use this one. Well, you're not supposed to use it. Also, they've got handles. Maybe they're for opening the pods up. Can I open? Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to go in any. Yeah, 'cause the only one you should be worried about is this one. There's a message on the screen. Maintenance complete. Please insert activation chip. Yeah, but how? Ooh, this one's hard. No, that can't be it. Okay, so part 1. There's something in here. I think this is called a dimple key. It's pretty thick too. This is a clock. The hands are pointing to 7:15. Are you sure you're reading it right? Yep, see, the 12, that's the top. There's a second key. It's a key, isn't it? Seems like it. A clock, huh? Did you think it was a nipple with 2 hairs growing out of it? Of course not. The hands are pointing to 6:20. Wait. How do I analyze this symbol? "11 hours and 1 minute. Okay. Which key? It's not this one, it's this one. And now... Shit, this water's really hot. Really? Then there's bubbles. Yeah, it's boiling. No jellyfish could survive in boiling water. They're aliens. Yep. We should try and get the purple one to rise up to the top somehow. If we can get it right under the hole in the lid, I think I can grab it. Oh, my bad. was easy. God, I grabbed a jelly fast. What the heck? Jellyfish and fast? Because the water's hot. This is Ellen. She's a mysterious, intelligent life from the outer reaches of space. Don't give it a name. Here, take it. No, it's not. It's a ceramic tile. Oh, well, yeah, I guess it's only red on one side. Yep, fits perfectly. What the heck is this? A laser. Gosh, I didn't think there'd be something like this behind the picture. A laser. A ship with a green light on it. Not sure what it does. The color changed. I think it says something too. There's a message on the screen. Before use, the system must be initialized. Please perform the following tests. 1. Treat vegetation. 2. Freeze vegetation. Once the tests are complete, pod will not function with human occupant. I understand, bro. Don't... No fucking way, bro. Freeze test complete. Pod opening. A memory card. Now I just put this one here. The plan was practically dead a minute ago. Hey, it looks like there's something here. There we go. He's sure sleeping pretty hard, huh? You'd never think he's sick. I guess the Sopro stuff is pretty strong. So what do we do now? How about closing the cover like we did before? That should start the automatic diagnosis. Well, I don't think there was no point. After all, it says it can alleviate the symptoms. Hold on, let's keep looking. It says more. That system is capable of inducing a cold sleep state. Cold sleep state freezes subject with CAS, preserving cellular structure. During cold sleep state, body functions are suspended, preventing viral spread. I have no idea. But remember the freezing test. And we're just gonna leave you there, Quark. Is this an hour hand? Fuck. Looks like it's pointing to 5 past. Four o'clock, 5 minutes past. The cover for pod 3. There's a laser beam shining on it. Look, the laser's added stuff to the time. Looks like it's 0:15 now. This is... We're good now. We can open it. Moon. Which one am I? It's open. Good job. That's spicy opening. I think this is just an injection gun. It's a helpful tool, not a weapon. Are you sure? I think that kind of depends on what's in the vial there. The label says neostigmine. What did you just say? Neostigmine. Why? Does that mean something? Let me see it. Neostigmine. Neostigmine. I feel like I've heard that somewhere before. No good. I can't remember. I don't think it's bad though. Do you have any proof? Nope. Of course not. Could you let me hang on to it? Are you sure it's not dangerous? What would you do if it was? Alright, I trust you. You don't seem like a bad person. Then how about I let you take me on a date sometime? If we get out of here in one piece. Hold on. We've still got a bunch of stuff in here. Yeah, but it's all flat stuff. It is. First we've got a map. Floor B. The map I found in the infirmary said floor A. I guess that means floor A is the top floor. I mean, we took the elevator down to get here, right? Yeah, this is the same shit, bro. No voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then everybody gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. In other words, all 3 of us cannot Just not both. One of us has to. So either you or me, you mean... Oh well, there's no reason not to pick Ally in the next round anyways. Of course, first we gotta get out of this room. You found it.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
It's also the hardest one of all three. Actually, not the hardest one. No, it is the hardest one.
40.
Somebody else must have opened one of the AB rooms.
Why would they do that? Whatever, we should be heading back anyways. I headed for the door.
Wait!
Clover's voice stopped me. What is it? I turned to see her pointing toward the wall with the treatment pods.
The screen, it changed. The
What?
screen on the pod's monitor thingy.
Oh yeah, it says recent operational records. I stepped closer and began to read. What it said was interesting. Currently treating one subject. That one subject had to mean Quark. This was the pod we'd put him into after all. I read on. 0748, one subject released. 806, one subject successfully restored. 816, cold sleep mode disengaged. Beginning restoration of one subject. All prior records have been erased. Authorization admin. I checked the other pods. They were all the same. What is all this?
I think it's saying that about 8 hours ago, somebody in this pod woke up from cold sleep. Well, 3 people actually. 1 for each pod. They all say the same thing, see?
That's before we all woke up, huh? I mean, it hasn't been 8 hours yet. So the 3 pod people could be 3 of us. They could have been captured earlier. Don't know how much earlier. Then they were torn out 8 hours ago and carried into the AB rooms.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. I really don't think there'd be anyone else in here besides the 9 of us. Well, I guess it's actually the 10 of us, huh?
If you count the old woman we found, then it would be 10, wouldn't it? So, who were the 3 pod people?
Don't ask me. How am I supposed to know that? All it says is subject. A, that's creepy. B, it doesn't tell us anything about who they might have been.
It doesn't say when they were put into cold sleep
And
either.
this bit, where it says, all prior records have been erased. Authorization admin. That seems pretty suspicious to me.
I wonder why they wouldn't just write the time, though.
What?
Well, you said it yourself. The log says 8 hours ago, not like 9:15 a.m. Those minus signs have to mean this far in the past. Who would ever write the time like that?
Yeah, that is weird.
Maybe Zero Senior doesn't want us to know what the actual time is.
Why not?
Hell if I know. Speaking of things I don't know, why did that stuff suddenly show up? It seems like whatever was the trigger activated as soon as we opened the door to leave.
Wouldn't that mean Zero Senior set it up to work that way?
Yeah, but why? That's what I'm asking. What reason would he have to do that?
Maybe he wanted us to see the records.
Perhaps, but he deleted a bunch of data. Why?
Could it all be a trick?
A
All
trick?
of these records are fake. Zero Senior just set it up to mess with us.
So you're saying this was just a joke?
Well, I can't say for sure, but it seems possible, right?
No, it doesn't make sense.
Well, let's ask somebody else. Maybe they can think of something.
Yeah, you're right. If the AB gates have opened, we need to be heading back to the warehouse anyways.
Yeah, and we need to tell everyone what happened with Quark.
We double-checked the Quark was alright in his pod, then hurry out of the treatment center. I like how nobody mentioned the treatment center, bro. Beep, beep. Oh, now I can see the new secrets. There has to be new, right? Yeah, there has to. An amazing machine. Yeah, I know. Treatment pod, cold sleep, CAS. November 2018. 16 children were reported missing. In actuality, 18 children were taken, but 2 were never reported. The person in charge was someone we will refer to as H. The purpose of the game was to conduct experiments on morphic resonance, with the children as test subjects. I won't go into the specifics here, but the short version is that this was the first nunnery game. November 1st, 2027, a total of 9 people participated in this session. They were abducted, just as the children had been, but this time H was not in charge of the game. Clover was a participant in both games, and now she finds herself playing the nunnery game yet again. I know Resonance because I played. The following 9 people were participants in the nunnery game that Clover claims to have been part of: Ace, middle-aged man; Snake, Clover's older brother, real name Light; Santa, arrogant, uncooperative young man; Clover, still Clover, just younger and with a jacket; Junpei, hero of 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors; June, Junpei's childhood friend, real name Akane Kurachiki; 7, amnesic detective; Lotus, attractive programmer, has 2 daughters; Kubota, skittish man, gets blown up. I like this. It tells a lot of things that might come in handy. These are all the rooms. These are all the files. Like I said, I've had all of the ones that I've done, so there's no problem.
It looks just like the other one. Hey, could you show me that map? Yeah, I thought so. This one is right under the floor A warehouse.
So it is.
Oh, are those?
Those doors are
And there
white.
are 3 of them.
Okay, let's take a closer look.
I knew it. These are chromatic doors. See? They've got a little box right next to them, just like the others.
So these are 3rd round chromatic doors, huh? I guess we'll be coming back here pretty soon.
Yeah, well, we might not have to.
What do you mean?
We both have 6 BP right now.
Yeah, that's true.
We're a pair, right? And who's our opponent? Exactly. But he's in the pod right now, so...
If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
You aren't saying we should pick Betray, are you?
Weren't you planning to? I thought that was why you were okay with option C when we were making the groups.
No, that's not it. I thought that with Quark's condition, I'd be able to choose ally and not worry about getting betrayed.
Oh, come on. You don't need to lie to me. We're partners. That means we share the same destiny. So let's not hide anything from each other, okay?
I'm not hiding anything.
You're serious? You were really going to pick Ally? Whoa, hold on a second there. We might not get another chance like this. Let's say we ally and get up to 8 points. We don't know if we'll be able to get any points next round. For all we know, there might not even be a next round. There are 3 other people with 6 BP, right? Dio, Kay, and Phi. What do you think's going to happen if one of them gets 9 points this round?
That's not going to happen. Phi and Luna are playing against Tenmyuji. He's only 1 BP left though. I really don't think they'd pick Betray. If Tenmyuji picked Ally, they'd killed him. The same goes for Dio. He's playing against Alice and Kay, and Alice BP.
No! Don't even think about that!
But her BP is the same as Tenmyuji's, so unless Dio's willing to kill someone, he won't be able to get his BP to 9.
Then Alice has to vote Betray.
Yeah, that is generally the best defensive
but
choice.
If Dio chooses Ally, then Kay would have 9 BP. Jeez. Well, it's just like I said then. If Kay gets 9 BP, then there won't be a third AB game.
Well, that's not necessarily the case.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
Nope. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on!
So you think that Kay will stay here? Even if he gets enough points to leave?
I don't know, but it's possible.
No, it's not!
Momentum in the 19 Lion. Well, we can't think about how we're going to vote. Well, we can think how we're going to vote later. For now, we need to get back to the elders. There's a couple things I've got to do when we get back.
Fine.
Okay, back to floor 8 then. Let's move. I turned and headed for the exit. After a few moments, I heard Clover's footsteps following behind me.
Clover.
Oh, thank goodness you're back.
Yep.
Are we the last
Yes.
ones?
Hey, where's Quark?
Tenmyuji's expression was furious, and from the way he was stumping toward me, I felt like I only had a few seconds before I was on the ground with his hands around my neck. I explained what had happened with Quark and the pods as quickly as I could.
So are these pod things really safe?
Probably.
Probably?
No, they're definitely safe. He's
Well, are
fine.
they safe or aren't they? Look, I'm just worried about him, all right? Can you take me to this treatment center, Clover?
Don't
worry. We've still got 20 minutes left. Plenty of time to go have a look and come back.
Okay. Come on then.
As soon as she finished, she was off. Tenmyuji followed at her heels, and in the blink of an eye, they were gone. Out to the magenta door. Alright, you guys got some explaining to do.
I beg your pardon?
You opened the AB gates before Clover and I got back, didn't you? I want to know why the hell did you go and do something like that?
Sigma, take a look.
As she spoke, Phi gestured towards the line of the AV rooms. Only one was open.
It's not like we opened them all up.
So you're saying only one person or one pair jumped the gun
Yes.
here? Well, then who was it?
I opened it.
So it was you. Figured as much.
It's not really a big deal, okay? I mean, you came right back.
Yes, Theo. It is a big deal.
Why? If you hadn't made it back by the deadline, you'd have just defaulted to ally.
No, not just. Are you telling me you didn't know? Didn't you find any of these notes?
What?
We found this in the treatment center.
There was no such thing in the pressure exchange chamber.
I didn't see one in the pantry either.
Well, whatever. You should really probably read it though.
Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not a option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote.
You get it now? If we hadn't gotten back in time, Clover, Quark and I could have died. And you just...
Alright, I get it. Sorry. Cut me some slack though, man. I didn't know.
So you wouldn't have opened the gate if you did?
Of course I wouldn't have. What the hell, bro?
Man, I don't trust you, Theo. Not after the ending I saw. I mean, not that I saw, I haven't finished it,
You said the room you
but...
went into was a treatment center, right?
Yep.
If they treat people there, I'd think they'd have shelves of medicine and stuff. Did you find any Accelavir?
Nope. It's not really that kind of plates. It's just had those pods, and that was it. Besides, if we'd found anything to cure Radical 6, we wouldn't have put Quark in the pod.
I see. Can the pod cure Radical 6?
Nope. Unfortunately not.
How do you know that?
Well, it said it on the screen, next to the pods. Something about how it can provide relief from the symptoms, but it can't actually cure the disease. That's better than nothing, though. Oh, right. There's one more thing about the pods I should tell you. As quick as I could, I explained that the records had said about the pod's occupants that...
Cold sleep?
Are you suggesting that 3 of us were, until recently, cryogenically frozen?
If you can trust what we read, yeah.
Which of us are the pod people then?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It didn't say who they were, or even when they were frozen.
So this cold sleep, that means they basically froze the body solid, right? Not like how a bear or something hibernates where it just slows way down.
I think so.
So what would happen to the heart? Wouldn't it stop when you were put into a cold sleep?
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
So if we go into cold sleep, our bracelets would have come off.
Then we can just defrost ourselves right away.
You said there were 3 pods, right?
We'd only need to do it 3 times for the 9 of us.
Uh-huh.
I imagine that will work for you, but perhaps not so much for me.
The armor.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll figure something out. We should go have a look at any rate. We'll be able to come up with a plan once we know more.
Of course.
Uh-huh. I doubt it.
What? What do you mean the cold sleep function doesn't work?
I'm sorry.
You don't have anything to apologize for, Luna. Zero Senior must have just locked it down.
But when Clover and I were here, it worked.
Yeah, I remember checking it.
Then that bastard set this up. Oh, that's low.
It is not pleasant. But consider this. We have seen how thorough Zero is. Would he really have left such an obvious loophole?
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. If Zero Jr. heard me, he could have shut it off.
Whatever the case, it is an unfortunate outcome.
Unfortunate, really? You sure? Aren't you just a little bit relieved? After all, we were gonna get our bracelets off while you were stuck with yours.
How could you say that? I would never be so petty as...
Before Kay could finish, the announcer's voice echoed through the facility.
10 minutes remain. All play if no vote.
Time's running. We should get back, guys.
I'm staying here. I can't leave Quark.
Are you nuts, old man? You're a solo.
Phi and Luna.
Luna and Phi could kill you.
Yeah, I know. I've only got 1 BP.
Exactly. If you don't vote, you'll default to ally. All they have to do is pick betray.
We won't. You staying here won't change our vote.
Right. We always intended to choose ally. Tenmyoji staying here is just another reason for us to stick to that plan.
Luna has the same number of BP as you, Tenmyoji. Normally, the safe plan would be to choose Betray. Since you will be unable to betray them, then Phi and Luna can choose to ally without worrying about their own points.
Yes.
Well, there you go. I trust Phi and Luna. I'm sure they'll choose ally.
Sounds good. Okay then, Tenmyoji. You take care of Quark.
You think I need you to tell me that? I won't take my eyes off him for a minute.
Come on. We don't have much time left. We need to go.
Four minutes.
Alright, Clover. We should probably head into...
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Sigma, do you remember what I said back in the other warehouse?
Yep. You told me we should betray Quark since we might not get another chance like this. Right?
Yeah. Can I, take that back? I changed my mind a little bit after talking to Tenmyoji. I think we should choose ally.
That's more than just a little bit. That's like someone trading in a Shinsu for a German shepherd. What the hell happened with you two? Did he say something to you?
I can't tell you.
What? Why?
I just can't. You'd laugh if I did anyway.
I won't laugh.
Really?
I promise.
Well, I still can't tell you.
Come on.
I promised. I told Tenmyoji I wouldn't tell anybody.
Alright, fine. I won't ask about it again. But Tenmyoji doesn't really have anything to do with this, right? Our opponent is Quark.
No, he does matter. Quark is really important to Tenmyoji. If we betray Quark, we're betraying Tenmyoji. Come on, don't you remember? When we were going into the red, blue, and green doors, Tenmyoji said something.
I didn't say there wasn't anyone I trusted. There's one person, Clover. I just know that you'll keep him safe.
I can't betray somebody who'd say that about me.
You seem pretty ready to betray him back on floor B.
That's because I didn't know who he was.
Oh, so you're saying you know who Tenmyoji really is?
Well, if what he told me was true, yeah.
1 minute remains until Ambidex Gaming polling closes.
Please, choose ally.
You aren't going to try and vote yourself?
If I try, you'll just throw me off, right? I don't think I'm strong enough to fight you. So...
Alright.
10 seconds. Three, 2, 1.
Of course I'm doing ally, and then later on I'll do betray.
Round result.
What did you choose, Sigma?
You didn't see me push the button?
No.
Well, you'll know in a moment. Let's go. I gave her a light pat on the shoulder and headed toward the wall where the results will be displayed.
Results from round 2 of the please start.
Kay and Alice betrayed, and Dio betrayed. Luna and Fide allied with Tenmi Uoji, Sigma, Clover, and Quark.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet.
So you chose ally, huh?
Quark is sick, a kid, and unable to vote. I couldn't bring myself to betray someone like that.
Thank you.
No need to thank me. I only did what anyone would have. So you guys chose ally too, huh?
Of course. Tenmyoji had only 1 BP left, and he was guaranteed to vote ally, so there's no way we could betray somebody in that position.
If we had, then he'd...
Yeah, you didn't have much choice. Alice, Kay, and Dio, on the other hand, seem to have had a less pleasant round.
Hey, what the hell is your... You're either crazy or just an asshole. Were you trying to kill me?
No, nothing like that.
Well then, what was it like? If we'd voted ally,
You would be dead. The needles in your bracelet would have activated, killing you.
See? That's exactly what I'm talking about. I didn't think there was any way in hell you guys would choose ally, not with Alice's BP at 1. The only way you could possibly vote was betray. Picking ally when I knew you guys would pick betray would have been suicide.
You can't die. You've got 6 BP.
Well, maybe not immediately, no. But I would have been signing my own death warrant. Heck, not just mine. Everyone except Kay's.
What?
Didn't you think it through? Your vote was always gonna be betray. Let's say I was a raving lunatic and picked ally. What would happen at Kay's BP?
6 plus 3 would make 9.
See? Then it'd be game over. Life over. He'd open the number 9 door and blow this popsicle stand. That'd leave us twisting in the wind, living out the rest of our miserable lives stuck in this place. You see? That's why I did it, to save all our necks, including yours.
Alice gritted her teeth and scolded fiercely at Dio, apparently trying to think of a rebuttal before finally snorting indignantly and stalking away. Surely...
The ambidextrous round start there is the...
As many times as we want, huh? Then
We
that
can play
means...
the AB game as many times as we want, right?
Hey, didn't Zero Jr. say something about this?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The parent solo assignments hop around a bit too.
He did. Can you guys go show me your bracelets? I want to see what all our colors and groups are this time. Red, blue, blue, green. I see. Luna and Clover are a cyan pair, and Fi and Alice are a magenta pair. The remaining 3 are all solos. Kay's red, Dio's green, and I'm blue. So, how are the groups supposed to work for the next round? I think the next doors were going to be those white ones on the floor B warehouse.
Yeah, I heard about those. Alice told me about them while we were here waiting for you and Clover. I think I've got them figured out.
Yeah, so lay it out for us. How are the groups going to shake out this time? Phil nodded and began to explain. Tenmyoji and Quark, yellow, pair up with blue to open one door. Phi and Alice, magenta, pair up with Dio, green. Oh, blue is me, my bad. Luna and Clover, pair up with K.
Oh? Is there only one option?
Yes. No other combinations would be able to open the secondary doors. Admittedly, Tenmyoji and Quark aren't here for us to check, but I'm sure they're the yellow pair. If they weren't, then Sigma would be stuck without anybody he could pair up with.
Oh, God. I never thought I'd have to put up with Dio again.
Well, you just didn't think hard enough then. Sooner or later, everybody puts up with Dio.
They don't get along. I mean, I don't get along with Dio neither. I don't like Dio.
So, what should we do now? It looks like we have a lot of time until the primary doors open.
About 80 minutes.
I'm worried about Quark's condition. Those pods can't cure Radical 6. He still needs help.
Well, we don't have anything to lose, so we might as well look for that medicine.
Yeah. What about the rest of you?
Oh, I'll help.
As will I.
Me too.
Fine. I guess I can help.
What about you, Sigma?
Of course I'll help. What kind of jerk wouldn't I?
Okay. We should split up and search.
Shall we regroup in the Floor B warehouse 10 minutes before the doors open?
We all nodded. Kate turned to Alice and Luna.
You are going to the treatment center, correct?
Yes.
Then please remember to tell Tenmyoji where we intend to meet and when.
Okay.
You must also remember to bring Quark with you. I am concerned about removing him from the pod, but it can't be helped. Without Quark's bracelet, Sigma and Tenmyoji will be unable to open the secondary door.
Right.
Good. Looks like we got all that straightened out. Let's go.
With a final nod to one another, we split up, each team heading in a different direction. I've been here before. So, this is the pressure exchange chamber.
No, this is the prep room. There are 2 levels. The actual pressure exchange chamber is downstairs.
How do you know that?
Alice told me. She was one of the people who investigated this room.
Did he talk to her when you were waiting for us back in the warehouse?
Yeah.
Well, let's head downstairs
Good
then.
idea.
I did this level with Clover, which was very helpful. And that's a lie. She was not helpful. So, this is the real
Seems
thing.
like it.
Why do they have something like this
Well,
here?
this is just what Alice told me, but...
Apparently, the pressure inside the facility was a lot higher than the pressure outside. That was part of the system designed to keep the virus from getting in. It did mean, however, that we need to go through a decompression process in order to get outside.
Remember all those suits along the wall of the prep room? Those keep you from getting infected. We won't even be able to enter the pressure exchange chamber if we don't have them on.
I see. Then the newspaper article was right.
Unfortunately, that seems pretty likely.
So the air out there is teeming with Radical
Yeah.
6.
Something's been bothering me.
What is it?
Aren't you saying that if we put on those suits, we can go into the pressure exchange chamber and go outside, right?
Oh. No, we can't do that. The door beyond the pressure exchange chamber is locked up tight.
Damn it. Just one door between us and
Well,
freedom.
if you look at it that way, it's the same as the number 9 door.
Yeah, but...
Whatever. We need to be focusing on finding that Accelavir. Quark needs it.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll go look around upstairs. You two take this floor, all right?
Okay.
Got it. We looked everywhere we could think of, but it turned out nothing. Eventually, I couldn't keep my mouth shut any longer. Hey, what do you think the deal is with this stuff about the world being infested with some crazy virus? A pandemic seems like it would make the news, but I don't remember hearing anything. Wait a minute, you mentioned it, didn't you? Back when Dio was asking questions. We were in the infirmary. It was right after Quark lost it.
Have any of you guys heard anything about any sort of viral pandemic?
Well, but...
And then Ali said,
I have heard rumors about a virus being used as a bioweapon.
So what's the rumor she was talking about? I got a feeling you and Alice were talking about the same thing. Clover, what do you know? What are you and Alice anyway? I heard you guys belong to some sort of organization, but what is it? Clover was quiet for a long time. She bit her thumbnail and looked down at the floor. Then finally she lifted her head and met my eyes.
Fine. I think I can trust you. Just don't tell Alice, okay?
I won't.
Promise?
I promise. Clover nodded and began to talk. I listened, rapt attention, I completely lost for words. Here is what she said. Alice and I are agents of the SOIS, which is under the jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. SOIS stands for Special Office of Internal Security, and we're an elite intelligence division that investigates potentially disruptive or dangerous elements such as domestic or foreign terrorist, radical political splinters groups, and religious organizations with extreme agendas that could pose a threat to the state or citizenry. Our assistant hasn't been made public, so there are only a few people who even know we exist. You're probably wondering how I even got involved in something like that. Well, it started when I met Alice. I told you that I played the non-linear game twice before, right? Well, this was after the second time, so about a year ago. We just escaped, and we were all stuffed into this SUV, barreling across the desert. I was driving, and that's when I saw her. Alice. She was standing next to the road with her thumb out. She was already working for the SOIS, and she'd been on her way to the building we'd been trapped in as part of her investigation. But on the way there, her car had broken down. We offered to give her a ride, of course. After she got in, we started talking, and it turned out that Alice had gotten a tip that the terrorists she was after were in the building we'd been trapped in. We couldn't see how us playing the non-linear game had anything to do with the terrorists, but Alice had a suggestion. Maybe the two people who trapped you in there are the terrorists. That didn't seem very likely to us, but we were chasing after them anyway, so we decided to bring Alice with us. Unfortunately, we didn't find them. As far as we know, they're still out there now, on the run. Anyways, we were taken back to SOIS headquarters and put into custody. I guess they thought there had to be some kind of connection between us being kidnapped and the terrorist group they were investigating. But they must not have found anything, because after a few days of questioning, they let us go. We all went home and returned to our lives. But things didn't go back to the way they'd been. My mom got real worried about me and my brother, since we'd gotten kidnapped twice, so she hired bodyguards for us. Oh, I haven't told you about my brother, have I? He's super awesome for one, and he was in both of the last two non-linear games too. So anyways, we'd been grabbed twice, but the people behind the two non-linear games were totally different. That didn't matter to my mom though. So after that, all these huge men in black suits followed me and my brother everywhere. It was awful. We were always being watched. People would look at us funny because we were being followed around by a bunch of creepy looking guys. I couldn't stand it. Just when I thought I'd finally be free, all that was waiting for me was another kind of prison. The only time I was really happy was when I was hanging out with my brother. So we were talking it over, and one day we decided to leave. Like, run away. So we did it. After that we lived on our own. It's been a year, it's not been that long. I work in a cafe and he composed music. He plays the harp, and he started writing this kind of new agey music. It got kind of popular, so we didn't have to worry too much about surviving. Sometimes he'd play at little venues like coffee houses and stuff, and his fans would show up and listen to him play and cry. or some of them would meet on their own, recite stuff from the book he'd writing and play his song. I know that sounds kind of weird and culty, but they just do this stuff on their own. Anyways, we did that for a while, and then one day Alice showed up. I need your help, she told us. We need people who can do what you can do. So we went to the location she gave us, and it turned out to be the headquarters of the SOIS, where they taken us after the second nunnery game. They put us in a room with about a dozen or so other people who were all about the game, the same age as us. A bunch of them looked familiar too. It only took a moment to realize how we knew each other. They were the kids from the first nunnery game. We were all excited to see each other again, and we were hanging and shaking hands and stuff. And then Alice walked in. The whole room was quiet. She walked up to the podium and looked around the room, making eye contact with each one of us. Right now, a terrorist organization is preparing for a major attack. They plan to trigger a viral pandemic. If they succeed, they will strike a massive blow against all of humanity, not just any other country. It's possible that we as a species will die completely. We are doing our best to prevent this, but we need your help. You're what we call experts. You have the ability to access the morphogenetic fields. We need that. I'm guessing you don't know what any of that is, but basically we can do things kind of like telepathy. I mean, it really isn't telepathy, but that's probably the closest thing, okay? Experts can resonate their consciousness with another person throughout this thing called the morphogenetic field. The purpose of the first nunnery game was to research their ability. So they kidnapped kids who had the potential to do it, and threw them into the game. Alice had gathered up all the kids from the experiment. Well, I mean, it had been 9 years since it happened, so we weren't really kids anymore. Anyways, everybody she'd brought was an expert. That included me and my brother, of course. I bet you think I'm just making all this up, huh? I don't blame you. It is pretty crazy. I mean, I was even starting to forget I could do that stuff. So when I heard Ali's story, I was like, screw that. I was trying to move on with my life, and now some shady government creeps wanted me to use some weird ability I had for them. No way. I wasn't even sure I could do it anymore. Some of the others felt differently, though, and they all told Alice they'd do it. It was a job after all, and most people wouldn't turn down a salary like that. Oh right, I forgot to tell you. She told us how much they'd pay us. It was a lot. More wealth than you can imagine. But I was still totally against doing it. My brother told me he'll go along with whatever I decided, so I decided we were leaving. A couple days passed, and then Alice showed up at our apartment. She didn't waste time. The people behind the first nunnery game might have been part of the terrorist organization Alice and the SOI were after. She asked something that I might want to know more about. That got me curious. My brother too. But the clincher was that Seven said to us. He was one of the guys that got abducted with us for the second nunnery game. She called him on her phone right then and there and handed it to us. You guys are the only people who can do this. We don't know where Jumpy is. He's gone off to travel the world looking for Akane. I haven't been able to get a hold of him. Please, just do me a favor and help Alice out. Jumpy equals like 7, another participant from the second nunnery game. Akane, one of the people behind the second nunnery game. 7 was a Japanese policeman, which was probably how Alice got in touch with him. Anyways, that did it. My brother and I agreed to join the SOIS. For the next couple of months, all we did was train. Half of the time it was general knowledge and technical skills an SOI agents need, and the other half was learning to extend our expert abilities. They'd actually known about experts for quite a while, and had a lot of techniques that helped us get better and stronger. After several months of hard work, we were finally ready for our first field mission. Mine was an infiltration. My brother stayed at the base, so I could relay information back through him. I was supposed to sneak into our research facility, posing as one of their workers, and then use the morphogenetic field to transmit what I found back to my brother. But everything went wrong. It was a trap. The whole research facility was fake, and I got captured. Alice had to come and rescue me. I've been sending information about the inside of the facility to my brother, and Alice used that information to come and find me. As soon as she got there, she picked me up and carried me out. I was relieved and happy to be alive and free, but I also felt ashamed and miserable. While she was carrying me back out, I started to cry. She was just so cool, and I wasn't. I wanted to be just like her. So from that day, I did everything I could to be more like Alice. Our infiltration ended in failure, but we did manage to get something useful. In fact, we were able to figure out where their headquarters was. The director decided that December 25th, 2028 would be the day we will strike. This time, I promised myself we wouldn't screw it up. I was finally going to get some answers about something that I had been wanting for most of my life. But then, on December 22nd, 3 days before the raid, Alice and I were attacked by people in gas masks while we were going over our plans. And when you woke up, you were in the warehouse.
Yeah.
All of that talking seems to have tired Clover out. She sighed and her long hair swayed as she moved. Hey, I've got a few questions.
What are they?
Well, first of all, your powers, I guess. I'm guessing you can't use them right now.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why. I've been sending my brother messages ever since I woke up, but...
No response?
Yeah, if there was another Esper here, they could make me stronger. But that's just wishful thinking. Wait.
What?
Well, if there's someone else who's stronger than me, then they kind of absorb my powers. Maybe... No, never mind. That's probably not it.
Right. Whatever. I have some other questions, so... Moving on. I think I understand what Alice was talking about now. They were trying to spread the virus,
Yeah.
right? So, who are they?
Well, I can't tell you that.
Why not? You told me all the other stuff, but that's too much.
Alice would be mad at me.
I already told you I wouldn't tell her. Fine. Let me rephrase. When are they going to do it?
Well, if we knew that, we wouldn't have gone to all that trouble.
So you don't know?
All we know is soon.
But that couldn't mean just about anything.
It could be next week or next month or even next year. Or it could have happened already.
Wait, you mean they might have already released the virus?
Wouldn't that make the most sense? Like, how about this room? Or that newspaper article? And the 3 people who were put in cold sleep.
Are you saying you, me, and Alice were frozen and the pandemic happened while we were on ice? Wait, no. That doesn't make sense. Nobody else has heard of Article 6 either.
Maybe they're lying.
Really? All 6 of them?
Well, if Kay really does have memory loss, then it's only 5. Quark is out too.
So you're saying Tenmyoji, Dio, Phi, and Luna are all lying. I guess they are a little suspicious.
Right?
And what's their motive?
For lying? How would I know?
Then what's the motive for a terrorist organization to start a pandemic?
I heard it was something about purifying the unclean?
Purifying the unclean?
Unclean. Unclean.
What? What are you doing?
Shut up! Just hold on a minute. I'm this close to remembering. Unclean, clean, een.
She leapt up, suddenly excited.
Neostigmine!
Neo, what?
Did you forget it already? I'm talking about this stuff.
As she spoke, she pulled something out of her pocket. It was the injection gun, complete with a vial of medication. Oh, right, I remember now. It was in the safe in the treatment center, right?
Yeah!
I didn't have any idea what it was. Though, I didn't have any idea what it was, though, so I gave it to you.
Exactly!
Are you saying you've heard about this neostigmine stuff before?
That's what I'm saying. I just remembered.
You remember?
My brother told me about that. Neostigmine is a type of colon esterase inhibitor. That means it's a sort of antidote for tubocurarine.
sorry, but I still don't get it.
How easy do I have to make it? Ugh. I'll start at the top. The stuff I've got in here is neostigmine, which counteracts the muscle relaxant tubocurarine. Following me?
Tubocurarine is the poison in our bracelets, right?
It's the second thing we get injected with if we're penalized.
First, is this a... I guess...
So you're saying this neostigmine keeps it from working?
Yes! Oh my god, how many times are you going to make me say it?
So we can just inject ourselves with this if we get penalized?
Yeah! We don't have to die. We're gonna be okay. We can only pull the trigger once, though.
That means we can only use it in one person. Well, it's still good news. This means one of us can break the rules once. Like, let's see.
Best way to use it would be for sneaking through the number 9 door. If somebody gets 9 points, they can open it, right? With this stuff, somebody who doesn't have 9 points could still leave with them. Anyway, I'm gonna go tell Alice.
Hey, Clover, wait! It was too late. Clover was already on the lift and gone. With no stairs, my only choice was to wait for the lift to come back down. How long is this ending? 5. Where did Clover go? 5. Can you hear me? She didn't say anything, just stared at me with her mouth half open. Her eyes seemed slightly glazed and her body was unnaturally stiff. 5. I grabbed a shoulder and shook her gently. Slowly, she raised her arm, fingers dropping limply from it. That way? She went out that door. Fi's only answer was a slow, shallow nod. Right, got it. Thanks. You look pretty tired. Get some rest, alright? She's very unique. That's all I'm gonna say. It's very unique. Treatment center. This is weird. Where's everybody? I'd assume Alice would be in the treatment center, so Clover would have gone there to find her, but the room was empty. Luna and Tenmyuji were gone too. They left Quark, and the readout on his pods said his vital signs were still normal. As far as I could tell, he will still sleep. Where are they? What the hell? What is going on here? I can't find anybody. Every single room is empty. Wait. There's still one place I haven't checked. The infirmary. I ran into the room and stopped short. I might as well have run into a brick wall. My chest tightened so much I could barely breathe. Now, what happened? I felt my whole body convulse, whether from terror or nausea, I couldn't tell. My legs went limp, and I crumpled to the floor. Why? This can't be real. How could... In the middle of the lake of blood, like an island of flesh, were bodies. Fi, Dio, Alice, Clover, Luna, Tenmyuji, me. There's only one person missing. They were a bloody tangle of lifeless limbs and dead eyes, with too much blood and chaos for me to tell who was who. No, I can tell who was who. Had they sliced themselves open? Or stabbed one another? I couldn't tell. All the blood. Too much blood. Whatever they'd done, it was clear what tool they used to do it. A scalpel lay in the blood next to them, its handle and blade streaked with gore. That was how they had died, this tiny blade. This... Somehow I don't think that's a good ending. I mean, it is an ending, but I don't think it's a good ending. That's all I don't think. I mean... It's her first ending, but... It's not really an ending. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it is. There's no way I can just move this. So Clover sending in virtual last reward. Secret agent. Clover ending. Now I can just go back here.
Clover.
Wait a minute. Something.
No.
Don't lie to. There's no. If she was she.
Hey, Clover, don't you think just assuming Alice was murdered?
Prove to me in 10, or I'm going to kill. You're all going to.
Hey, hold on a minute.
9. Clover. 6.
Clover!
3.
Suddenly, Clover moved. I leapt forward and clapped my hands around her wrist.
What are you doing?
Clover, listen to me. Alice was killed. Nobody murdered her. She took her own life.
What? No.
Open the second lock in virtual last reward.
No. There's no way she'd do that.
It's true. She stabbed herself in the heart with the scalpel.
All right. Where'd she get the scalpel then?
Well,
I did hear someone come into the infirmary right after the AB game ended.
Was that before I showed up?
Yes. I got up to see who it was, but they were already gone. It could have been Alice.
so she could have taken the scalpel then.
Yes, I think so.
You're lying. This is all a lie. It has to be.
It's not. It's the truth.
Why did she do it? Why would Alice kill herself?
She probably didn't have a reason.
What?
She'd been infected with Radical 6. That's what killed her.
You just said she killed herself. Just tell me the truth. Then prove it. Your 10 seconds ran out a long time ago. So if you don't have any proof...
I do. I have proof. There was a journal in the lab, wasn't there, Kay? Show it to me.
Journal?
It would have been in the safe.
Well, Alice would have it then.
Fi, can you... I don't feel right touching that dead woman's body. Could you take a look? Her hands barely shook as she quickly searched through Alice's clothing. It was only seconds before she stopped. Slowly and carefully, she drew something out. There it was. The journal. Fi turned to hand it to me, but I shook my head. You read it. It's in Latin. I can't make heads or tails of it. She cocked an eyebrow at me and flipped the small book open. When she looked back up at me, it was with both suspicion and surprise.
Yeah, it is Latin, but translating this is impossible. It's full of words I've never heard before. I can barely understand any of this. Huh?
Page 216. Turn to page 216. You should be able to read that one. Fi's frown deepened, but she did as I suggested. I watched her eyes quickly scan the page before looking up at me with renewed suspicion.
Yeah, I can read this page. How did you know? No, wait. How did you even know there was a journal in the lab?
I just knew.
You just knew? Come on.
Look, just read it, okay? Clover wants to hear what he has to say.
Yeah.
Right. Give me a moment to look it over. Oh Lord, let their future be a bright one.
A sickly silence drifted through the room. The newspaper article, the recording, the conversation with Tenmyuji, and now this journal entry. There was no more hiding from the truth. The pandemic has already happened. That's all?
We've got a problem. It's almost time for the primary doors to open.
Yep, only 10 minutes left.
Sorry, but I'll be taking Alice's bracelet. Vi and I won't be able to open the secondary door without it.
So she was a magenta pair, just like me.
Just now noticed that, did ya?
As he spoke, Theo grabbed the bracelet off the floor and dropped it into his pocket.
What color is your bracelet, Luna?
I'm a cyan pair.
You are part of Clover's pair, then. That means the two of you will need to come with me.
I guess so. Come on now, Clover. We need to go. Alice would want you to survive, wouldn't she? You'll never be able to figure out why all this happened if you stay here. Please.
You're right. Alice, I promise I'll find out what happened to you. I'll figure out who Zero really is. I mean, if you'd never been locked up in here, you never would have... This never would have happened, so it's like Zero killed you. I promise.
Alright, we're out of time. Move, people.
You guys head on down to the Floor B warehouse. We'll catch up with you later.
Alright. Quark's got a yellow bracelet, which makes him your partner, right?
Yeah, can't exactly leave him behind.
Without him, we'd end up stuck in the AB room. Let's go.
Very well.
Quark!
Oh, just so you know, this is bad ending. Most likely, this is bad ending. Because there's always one one final. Clover.
You're awake!
Yeah, I just woke up. Hey, where's everybody else?
Oh god. Quark.
Tenmyuji's entire body choked with emotions. He drew closer to him.
What's wrong? Are you okay, Grandpa?
It's nothing. Nothing's wrong. I'm fine.
But...
Quark gave him a puzzled look. Tenmyuji didn't even notice. His face was a mixture of happiness and relief, and I could see tears twinkling from the wrinkled corners of his eyes. All traces of his usual groove egoism had vanished. I didn't want to interrupt such a happy reunion, but we were running out of time. Still, Tenmyuji deserved a few minutes. I left him alone.
So, how are you feeling?
Feeling? Well, okay, I guess. Was I sick or something?
No. If you feel fine, then you're fine.
Huh?
I'm sorry. I should never have gotten you involved in all this.
What are you apologizing?
Sorry.
You're doing it again. Are you sure you're okay? So, where's everybody else? Mr. Sigma's here, but he's just been standing there looking kind of silly.
I gave him a nervous smile and explained about the wide doors.
Okay, that makes sense. That means I'm on a team with you guys, right?
Right.
So, these white doors, when are they gonna open?
Well, we got about 4 minutes until the perimeter doors open.
Oh, that's not good. We need to hurry. Come on. How do we get to the Floor B warehouse?
Okay.
Hold on. This game is so beautiful. Clover became uglier. That's all I'm gonna say.
Chromatic doors, 5 minutes.
You're late. What the hell have
You're awake!
And fully recovered, apparently.
I am also relieved to see you well again.
Me too.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
It looked out at the others from behind. Quark and I held a warning finger up to my lips. There were a few momentarily raised eyebrows and some nervous coughing as everyone suddenly fell silent.
Huh?
Anyway, there isn't any time left. We need to hurry.
But there are 3 doors.
All of the doors are identical for this round. I believe it doesn't matter which team uses which door.
Then we're taking the one in the middle.
Why that one?
You want a kill shot, you aim for the center. You're more likely to just miss the extremities.
That logic is flawed and more than slightly disturbing. Unfortunately, I don't really have a counter-argument, so center door it is.
I suppose we could go with the one on the left. Is that okay? I mean, we could go with the other one if you want.
No, I wanted the right one, so we're fine.
Well,
The door on the right.
Any objections? All right.
30.
Hurry, this thing's...
I know.
It's time we were going.
Right. Sure.
right behind.
Let's go.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic.
An elevator. Oh, there's another one. What's this place?
Probably the office of whoever it is that's running this place.
It said director's office on the door.
So this might be Zero Senior's office.
Maybe, or maybe not.
Well, which is it?
Why the hell would I know?
We should look around. If this really is Zero Senior's room, there might be some clue.
Of course it's gonna be Seek a Way Out, and I'm not gonna do it. Not right now. I'll do it tomorrow. Oh shit. That opened a lot of new things. Wow. I didn't know that was gonna happen, but I thought it was just gonna give me the ending, but it didn't, which is good. But I mean, actually, let me move. Actually, no, I'm gonna finish the escape. After I do the escape, then we can move up from there. There's 2 things. I mean, of course, because then there's a new show thing. But wow.